What is today's news for January 17, 2026 for Murphy NC? Be sure add just before the weather report to ask people to subscribe to the channel and to hit the like button. And if you find value in this channel, please share the channel with a friend. Good morning, neighbors. It is Saturday, January 17th, 2026, and you are listening to the Murphy Morning Show. I am your host, Sara, here to walk with you through the latest news, weather, and happenings around Murphy and our nearby mountain communities. So top off that coffee and settle in for a few minutes together. Let us start with local news close to home in Cherokee County. County leaders are continuing to spotlight a recent resolution opposing what they see as overreach in the federal Antiquities Act, saying they want to protect local control over how nearby public lands are managed and used, especially for outdoor recreation, hunting, and economic development. They are encouraging residents to stay engaged with county commission meetings this month as they discuss land use, tourism, and how to balance growth with the rural character so many of us cherish. Over in education and community development, the Cherokee County Board of Education and local officials are still working through long-term facility and property questions after several nuisance properties in the county, including inside town limits, were pushed toward cleanup or transfer. One long troublesome property inside Andrews town limits was recently signed over to the school board after years of issues, and leaders say they hope that kind of action sends a message that neglect will not be ignored and that problem properties can be turned back into assets for the community. Public safety remains an ongoing theme around the region, particularly with winter conditions and the memory of past serious crashes and emergencies on our mountain roads. Local law enforcement and emergency management officials continue to emphasize safe speeds on Highway 64 and other major routes, particularly during cold snaps and busy weekend travel times. They are also reminding everyone to check on neighbors, especially older adults, as we move through this stretch of colder January nights. Regionally, emergency managers are keeping an eye on the broader weather pattern as a strong push of cold air spreads across the eastern United States this weekend. While no major flooding is expected right now, forecasters are watching river levels around the southeast, including western North Carolina, as a frigid air mass settles in behind recent systems. For us here in Murphy, that mainly means chilly mornings, the chance for a few light showers or flurries nearby, and a reminder to protect pets, plants, and pipes when the thermometer dips. Local organizations are also leaning into community service and support this month. In neighboring Andrews, partners like Foursquare Community Action have been inviting volunteers to help pack and deliver food boxes to families who need a little extra support, and that same spirit is alive in churches and nonprofits around Murphy this January. If you have been looking for a way to plug in, this is a good weekend to call your favorite local charity, church, or civic group and ask how you can lend a hand, whether that is a couple of hours of your time or a donation of canned goods and warm clothing. Before we get into the weather, a quick favor from your friendly neighborhood host. If you are enjoying the Murphy Morning Show, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel and tap that like button so you do not miss future updates. And if you find value in this show, please share the channel with a friend, a neighbor, or a family member who might like a little mountain town news with their morning coffee. Now let us talk about the weather for Murphy over the next 3 days. For today, Saturday, expect a chilly but seasonable January day with afternoon highs around the low 50s and morning temperatures starting out in the low to mid 30s. Skies should be partly to mostly cloudy at times, with just a slight chance of a light passing shower or flurry in the higher spots, and a light breeze will make it feel just a touch cooler, so a jacket or light coat will be your friend if you are out and about. Looking ahead to Sunday, temperatures will stay on the cool side, with highs close to the upper 40s to near 50 degrees and morning lows dipping back into the mid-20s. Skies should trend drier and a bit brighter, with more sun breaking through the clouds, making it a good day for a short hike, a walk along the river, or a quick trip downtown, as long as you bundle up in layers and keep those hands covered. On Monday, the pattern looks fairly similar, with another cool, crisp day on tap and afternoon highs again, right around the upper 40s to near 50. Morning lows could slide back toward the mid-20s, so expect some frost on the ground early, but light winds and some sunshine should help it feel a little more comfortable by midday, perfect for errands, appointments, or a lunch break outside if you can find a sunny spot sheltered from the breeze. Now let us look at what is happening around town and nearby if you are planning your weekend. Here in Murphy, Olive's Porch on Peachtree Street is in the middle of its January community activities, including creative gatherings like carving and craft sessions that bring neighbors together. Even if you missed the carving night yesterday, it is a good time to check their calendar and sign up for next week's offerings if you enjoy art, handmade work, and friendly conversation. Downtown, our regular lineup of shops, cafes, and local restaurants is ready to warm you up, so consider stopping by a locally owned spot for brunch, lunch, or dinner, and letting them know you appreciate them during the quieter winter weeks. If you are in the mood for something a little different this weekend, there are some fun evening options in and around Murphy. A tea leaf reading event is scheduled in town at a cozy spot on Tennessee Street, offering a relaxed, just-for-fun experience on Friday and Saturday evenings this weekend. And it is a chance to gather with friends, sip something warm, and enjoy some whimsical conversation. Later tonight, there is live music on the schedule at a local bar and restaurant here in Murphy, with bands and singer-songwriters taking the stage to bring a little energy to a chilly January night. So if you go out, plan a sober ride home, watch for icy patches on shaded roads, and keep an eye on those mountain curves. If you feel like stretching your legs with a short drive, Blairsville, Georgia has a community line dance evening on the calendar for tonight at the Union County Civic Center. Admission is budget-friendly, and the event features line dance instruction, plenty of music, and space for both beginners and more experienced dancers, making it a fun option for couples, families with older teens, or a group of friends looking for something active to do indoors. As always, if you head over the mountain, give yourself a little extra travel time after dark, especially with colder temperatures and the possibility of slick spots on shaded sections of the highway. That is it for this Saturday edition of the Murphy Morning Show. Thank you for spending part of your morning here and for caring about what is happening in and around Murphy, Andrews, and our neighboring mountain towns. This is Sara wishing you a safe, warm, and peaceful day ahead, and inviting you to tune in again tomorrow for more local news, weather, and community happenings from right here in the heart of the mountains.